as you did in the last video. Yes, I am. The reason is because I wanted to stay up to 3 a.m. to watch this, right? So I took my shower yesterday. I'll stay up and didn't take a shower this morning because I locked myself in my room, for 5-6 hours and watched it completely through. So if you're saying, oh, well, you're wearing the same shirt. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. Okay, I own up to it. But I wanted to watch this because I'm like the biggest Money Heist fan, okay? Now, this will be non-spoilers, so it's kind of short because there's not a lot I can really say without spoiling anything. So it's probably not going to be more than like 6 minutes. But yeah, okay. What I want to say is I cried 4 times in this entire part. 4 times. Just let that sink in for a second, okay? 4 times in 5 episodes. That's like a world record. Because, this isn't a spoiler because it's based in the trailer, but when the professor gets caught, it's a line of dialogue. Well, it's like lines of dialogue. It's not like a spoiler. He gets one last chance to say what he wants to say to everyone. Because I think the girl's name was Sierra. She says any last words, iconic famous last words. And he basically takes the time to say, like, goodbye to everyone, right? And he's like, I'm sorry I was singing, I'm sorry I took you, I'm sorry I didn't, I'm sorry Rhea, I'm sorry Monica, I'm sorry to everyone. Because he feels like he's let them down, right? I mean, when you're like the leader of a team, you're the brains. When that doesn't work out, something goes wrong, it's on you. So it was a really sad scene, and I was getting emotional because it's like, I've been watching this show, like, for a long time, right? For the freaking 5 parts. They call them parts, but they're seasons, right? 5 parts. And so it's like this, like the last hurrah, right? It's the end. And so it was just a really sad thing to see. Now, what I want to say, I think this season did really well. This part did really well. I would like to say that, like, the tension and the pacing somehow has been upped. I don't know how it's been upped. How is that possible? I don't know. I don't know how they did it. But this season, it's like more thrilling. There's more tension. There's more happening at all times. I mean, I thought like season 3 did that perfectly. And here we are. So, because like, in my opinion, I've liked every season, right? But season 4, in my opinion, is kind of forgettable. Only because nothing like watershed happened. Like, nothing important happens besides, this is a spoiler for season 4. Spoiler for season 4. Excluding Nairobi's death. That's like the big thing. But even the primary conflict of that season was Gandia. And I was like, okay, so one, like, elite, like, soldier is the whole reason why we have this season. But I like what they do with it. I like how I'm still pissed at Nairobi's death because I feel like that could have been so, like, completely avoided. But I get it, you need a big character death, and that just was sad too. I was crying there too, so it works out. But back to part 5. Yeah, like, the pacing, there's so much happening at all times. I think it's like episode, maybe like episode, like, 3, or like 2 or 3, like, literally there's like 30 minutes of just like high intensity action. Like, it's thrilling, and I know that's so what the show is like seen as. That's what like it's known for, like that brand. I mean, besides like The Mask, right? It's known for being like super thrilling, a lot of tension. It's great, but I mean, they up it here. Like I said, it's crazy. Like literally like 20-30 minutes is just tension, and you never really get that. Even with like movies, you never really get that. So I want to say the tension, everything was great. I want to say Rio and Tokyo's relationship, in my opinion, has been completely destroyed. I think it was like season like 3 or season 4. Ever since season 4, the relationship has been awful. Now, in my opinion, I think it came back a good amount here because they do a certain thing with Tokyo and Rio, and the way part 5 ends, it's very, very good. Like, I loved this part. I love this. Well, it's part 5 volume 1 because they're doing 2 volumes. I really loved the ending, how they did this. Great volume. Again, very emotional parts, very, very emotional. great tension, everything. I'm trying to think specifically what I didn't like. I guess you may not like the way the professor like handles the conflict with, I think her name is Sarah. Like her and the professor, there's sort of conflict and how that works. You may not like that. I didn't like it at first, but I thought about it more and I didn't mind it, especially because it's symbolic of like humanity and how it brings us together. You may not like how they do it though, but then again, like there's really no really good way they could have done it, in my opinion. The reason I say that is because, like, you know, when the professor got caught by like Raquel, by Lisbon, right? He smooth talked his way out of that one. Like, smooth talked his way out of that one, right? So, I mean, what? I guess he could have smooth talked her and it would have worked. Either way, he was gonna, like, in my opinion, the way that whole thing plays out, I'm not gonna say what happens, but the whole way that plays out, you may not like, because you might think it's stupid or something, but I didn't mind it. I think something else. There's one specific character. I don't want to say character. There's one character that gets kind of sidelined. I'm gonna say the main focus of this season, the professor, Sierra, like the head of the operation, like the commissioner guy, right? You know who he is. And that might be a spoiler. I don't know. There's a storyline that's a parallel to this one. Like there's like two. Well, technically there's like three storylines going on here, and one of them involves a certain character, and it's a really good storyline. I really like it. It's really interesting. I hope they carry on with it with volume 2. You may not like it. I mean, honestly, you probably will. I'm kind of spoiling it, but like, it features a character that we all love. It's not really a spoiler, really, but I'll just say that there's sort of an iconic bananas character that if you love him, you probably know what I'm talking about. You're gonna love what they do with him in this sort of like additional storyline, because I really liked what they did with this. I don't really have like any like overt criticisms for it. There was nothing to me that was like bad, but yeah, there was a character. I think, in my opinion, there were two characters that got sidelined here. Like, we really like this character. It's been built up, but not much happened with them in this volume. Maybe they wanted to focus on a certain character, but honestly, like, they kind of sidelined two characters, like two iconic characters, like two like primary characters. I'm not sure why. Maybe like they just didn't know what to do with them or something, but it was just a bit odd because the characters that get sidelined, one of them I really like, and one of those characters in the previous season, I mean, they were like a favorite. Everyone loved this character, and they kind of just sidelined them this season. So, but yeah, I mean, Monday Heist is incredible. If you're not, I mean, you should be watching this video anyways. But I mean, it's not spoilers, so sure. But seriously, you need to watch this show if you're not watching already. It's my favorite show of all time. I freaking love this show. But yeah, that's my Money Heist